Yasu guys, STOLOS coming at you once again. Haven't done a video in a while. Ups and downs, as you know, in life, it's like a casino. We all know that, so haven't been able to get to it. So I'm doing it right now. If you're out there, Julien, Yasu, my friend, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm sure you are. Alright. Good night last night, by the way. Fantastic night. So I've got my notes here because I had to get this down. I've been meaning to do a video about Julien for quite some time, but I just wasn't up to it, couldn't do it. All these people are doing all these videos, the media, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, you know, getting a snippet of something. Man, I'm sure you could get a snippet of Tony Robbins saying, you know, that douchebag, blah, blah, blah. I mean, what, you're going to put Tony Robbins... Anyways, getting a snippet and misportraying people. But anyways, that's the media for you. So clearly, if you think there's something wrong with picking up women, you're obviously a homosexual. And if you don't think you are, well, double check, my friend, because I'm pretty sure you are. If you're a male with a penis, that's just human nature, okay? Nothing new there. So this is the sad thing in our culture. We grow up, I don't know about you guys, your dads or whatever, you know, no one taught me about how to pick up or how to do things. I had to figure it out myself. But what I think should be done is there should be, maybe not a pick-up school, but there should be a subject. I mean, they talk about sex education. What did you learn in sex education? Or about a vagina. They tell you the important stuff. You know what I mean? Like actually things that you're going to use. Or stuff to be aware of. Or how to get... Oh, when you have sex with a woman, blah, blah, blah. Well, you got to get to the date to have sex, right? Like... Oh, she's gonna magically come knocking on my door. Oh, hi Ari. You know, I adore you, and no, it doesn't happen. It doesn't fucking happen that way. So I think there should be, like I said, it doesn't have to be about pickup. There should be a class or something taught in schools that is, you know, teaching men how to be men, because again, what is happening in our society? Men are losing their balls, women are trying to... We put men down for being men, for acting like, you know, having that male instinct. We put them down. That's wrong. Don't do that. Don't get me wrong, I don't like violence, I don't like war, I don't like abusing women, I don't like anything violent against women. It's complete bad energy. I completely am against that. Okay, I love making love to women, having sex with them, making them feel good. If it's two consenting adults and they want to share a brilliant experience together, that's wonderful. I like sharing brilliant experiences. I want to make women feel good about themselves, feel special, give that loving experience, share it with them, right? That's what I'm about. So I'm completely against the violence part. That 100%, I agree with you, not a doubt. But this has got what was on the media has got nothing to do with violence. Nothing got to do with it. Alright, so let's get one thing straight. Men who come out and they give other guys shit for learning pickup, or you know, for doing things or approaching women or trying to get a girlfriend, obviously they have some issues with themselves or they don't have an active sexual life. 100%. If any time I see a guy walking down the street with a girl, congratulate him. Good on you, man. You did a good job. Fantastic. I'm happy for you. Or if you see someone trying to approach, that's great. Don't be a cockblock, man. Just let it be. You know, give guys a chance, you know. Trying to do it, don't knock them down. And again, you can't give advice about a certain field if you had no previous real life experience in that field. You just can't do it. So, I mean, there's a bunch of you guys on YouTube, you YouTubers, whatever you want to call yourselves, whatever your profession is, whatever you do, you got no life experience and no knowledge, and you're putting up videos about pickup. Are you joking me? Like, that's a fucking joke. Seriously. I mean, I'm not even gonna go into that. That's just embarrassing. That's completely embarrassing. You have no... And suddenly, someone who goes on Google, they look at Julien on the news, and they're like, oh, it's pickup. They go Google it, and they see 2 or 3 videos, and they're like, oh, that's what he's about. I've been following Julien since he first came out on RSD. He's got some really good stuff, and what I appreciate about him is that he tells people the one massive thing that I think he's brought to the community. It's got nothing to do with what the media's portrayed in the story. I'm going to tell you what's good about him. Completely different to the story that you've been shown. So what he teaches that's good is, he says, to get out of your comfort zone. Because everyone's walking, they're all robots, you're all social robots walking out there. You're all sheep, and everyone you see, no one even wants to say. People walk around like, you know, they're dead or something. Like, be happy, you're alive. You know? You should be thankful for every day that you have. So, the thing that I like about him, he teaches guys to get out of their comfort zone. And a lot of his other material is good. If you've watched more than 10 minutes, you know, you understand where he's coming from. I understand where the guy's coming from. Obviously, it was, you know, misinterpreted, whatever. Bad joke, yeah. Bad humour. Not everyone's humour is the same. But whatever. So, again, if you're going to talk about something, know what the hell you're talking about. Don't put up a video if you've got no idea about pickup, or, you know, you got all these people saying about pickup, they've got no idea what it's about. And I'm not talking about PUA lingo or PUA language. That doesn't mean you know pickup. I mean actual social skills, social dynamics. See, the media is used to brainwash you and manipulate you. They're obviously, because it's on your TV, it must be true. Oh, the box is right. Maybe if you've watched my videos, and like I said, get out of your house, and you're not watching the box, you might actually realise what real life's about. So, remember guys, do not be fooled. The media can say anything they want. Man, I've said things in a newspaper, I've said things in articles, I've said things in a lot of different places. And people they make up, you say one thing, and then they just get a chunk of it, and they spin it in a different way. You know, it's retarded. So do not get manipulated. Be smarter. Use your brain. You have one. That's what it's for, believe it or not. And yeah, I am pretty pissed off, because I'm pissed off that people don't, you know, I expect better of people, you know. You guys are better than that. You're smarter. You know, don't be fed bullshit. Don't eat that shit. You know, when someone comes to help you, you don't even know. You wouldn't even know when someone comes to help you, because you're so brainwashed from the media. But anyways, so again, it should be taught in schools, but know that pickup, because the media makes it look in one way, oh, it's dirty. No, it's not dirty. These are survival skills, survival tactics. Pickup skills you need in your family life, you use them. In your business life, in your school life, anywhere you go. What is life about? Life is about people. Everything's about people. You're doing business with people. Who are you talking with? You got a coffee shop. You're dealing with people. You own a plumbing company. You're dealing with people. You own an ice skating. You do ice skating lessons. You're dealing with people. At the end of the day, you've got to be able to communicate, right? It's people, man. So you need these skills. They're all interlinked. If something in pickup, if you're good at pickup, you'll be good at sales. You'll be good in business. Those are interlinked. It's the same. And if you're good at pickup skills, you know social dynamics, you'll be able to understand dynamics better. Maybe you've got a big family. you'll be able to understand the dynamics and go about situations better. And then you've got a more happy environment around you. And it's not, again, manipulate. That's a different word. Manipulation. Or you can use manipulation for good or for evil. I could give you a knife. You can go cut up a salad for me, or you can go slit someone's throat or your own. A knife is a knife. Depending how you use it, you can use it for good or bad. So pick up, again, is a tool. These are skills, they're tools, okay, in your arsenal. So you either use it for good or for bad, whatever you want. And again, don't criticize men for having sexual urges and wanting women, wanting a girlfriend. Stop making fun of them, man. What's wrong with you? Well, you don't have urges. Come on. And guys, don't get sensitive about it. Who gives a shit? Whatever. Watch my videos. Please watch my videos. Don't care what anyone says. This is what happens when you're in your 20s. You think, when you're in your early years, you think everyone's worried about you, and you worry, oh, what impression am I going to make? Oh, blah, 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 what's going to happen? Then in your midlife, your 30s and 40s and 50s, you're not as worried, you don't give a shit pretty much anymore, but you're still like, oh, how did I come across? Like, you still got that little bit. And then in your 60s and 70s, mate, you just don't give a shit, realize no one really cared. So don't worry what little people say, their petty comments. It's irrelevant. It means nothing. And it's so funny because I was talking about I'll get to the feminists, but it's so funny because feminists are like, don't promote abusive behaviour, don't promote this, yeah, don't rape, don't sexually abuse women. And all you hear is, people don't hear don't, all they hear is sexually abuse women. The more it's out there, the more you're promoting it. You realise you're actually promoting that behaviour. If a killer, or if there's a sexual deviant or someone that's sick, a psychopath, and is watching that, you're making it popular for him. So if you stop trying to spread that bullshit message, it will stop happening. Let's make people aware. How about making people aware of a happy story of how people fall in love? Then they might get the picture, right? Yeah. So guys, just remember that everyone makes mistakes. You've made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes, okay? You got to try and see the good in people. And remember, yes, he has helped people. Julien has done some good. There's success stories you haven't heard about him. So, there you go. So remember, yeah, there's good in everyone, okay? There is good in everyone. So try and see the good in everyone. And it's a joke because the feminists have blown this way out of proportion. They're nuts. Sure, they've got a job to do, whatever. They're nuts. Lost the plot completely. Blown it way out of proportion. And it's funny, but I'm not even going to go into it. The same things happen with so many people. I mean, you've seen with Ross Jeffries when he went on that, the Ricky Lake show or whatever, and people like that, and then he went on Dr. Phil and with the other guy. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. Come on. But anyway, thank you for promoting us, guys, media. We appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, women, you're promoting this behaviour. You realise it. The more you talk about it, the more you're promoting it. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it funny how everyone just became a pickup guru overnight? They saw a few websites and a few videos and they became a pickup guru. That's hilarious. Yeah, because that counts so much more than reference experience, doesn't it? Yeah. I've been out there, I did the high guards on YouTube. I know what it's about. God, man. Seriously. And when did sex become a bad thing? What the hell? Huh? What the hell? When did sex become a bad thing? So yeah, what does the media promote? They promote war, killing, shootings, all these things, and how to, people getting abused, on TV, all these stories, yet you never hear a happy story. You've never heard, you know, they never say, oh, be happy guys, make love guys, something like that, no. Oh, today someone died. Oh, today this person had a car crash. Oh, this and this. Are you serious? Come on, people. Wake up. Think about this. Right now, right this very second, as I'm talking to you, there are hundreds, maybe even thousands of people having sex right now as we speak. Definitely. Imagine how many people are having sex and you don't hear about it. Right? So if you're watching the video with your girlfriend, boys, you know what you gotta do. Make that transition, boy. Yeah, and it's sad because you don't hear about the success stories with the dating coaches, all the students. How many people have met their spouses, their wives, their girlfriends, their fiancés, whatever. Older people, younger, it's not just younger people that have issues, even older people get issues, you know. What if you divorce? You want to get back out there? It's, people might say, oh, I haven't been in the dating game for a while. Now you're putting off people. Like, seriously. And it's the best way to do it is, you know, learning some actual skills. Because people don't have skills anymore, and that's why all these, the actual abusive situations that actually happen, which are the dangerous ones. These are the people that don't have skills. If you learn, pick up skills, you're not going to abuse women. Trust me, man. So yeah, it's the media is just trying to portray the pickup world in a bad light and make it seem dirty and manipulative. And I mean, so predictable from them. I mean, they've been doing it for years. They're going to keep doing it. Who cares? I mean, thank you. I welcome all the haters. Who cares? I mean, it's just predictable, and it's sad that people can't see through that. But you know, please, people, wake up. For the guys, because I'm doing this for, I'm making this, let me be clear, I'm making this video for the guys out there watching my channel who actually adore women, they love women, they want to treat them well and get successful with women and have an abundant lifestyle. That's who I'm speaking to right now. I don't give a shit whoever watches. These are the people that I'm talking to. The guys that are actually serious about getting good with women and getting some good social skills. I'm here for you, man. I'm telling you this. So listen up. I mean, don't be afraid and don't think, oh shit, everyone knows about Julien, I can't approach anymore. You can still approach, man. Still be you. Go and approach. It's not, we could give people all the cards. We would tell them, hey, this is what to do, this is what to do. Exactly, word for word. But guess what? It won't matter, man. Because unless you're out there doing the hard yards, day in, day out, day in, day out, and do those sarges, getting those reference experiences, it doesn't matter what you give people. They're not going to get to that level. So yeah, don't worry about it becoming mainstream or things like that. Welcome it, and don't be afraid to keep sarging. Please do. Sarge more now. Man, that could be your opener. Because everyone watches the news these days. Oh, did you see that story on the news? Whatever. So when you get do me a favor, guys. When you get hear a bold statement from someone, let me rephrase that. When you hear a bold statement from someone, make sure you listen to the whole thing that he's saying. Don't just get one thing and then misinterpret it. Listen to the whole message. That's what people are doing. They're listening to little key words and they're putting it in their own little realities and like, oh, that's what it means. No, you don't know where Julien's coming from. Julien's game is up there, man. You're down. If you're down here, don't. If you're different levels of understanding, it's like. Physics, right? You're not going to go to Einstein unless you've been doing it for years and years and years. The scientists that are on his level can talk to him. They'll understand where he's coming from. I mean, how many people thought Einstein was nuts and people like this, smart people? Okay, the people that are top in their field, everyone thinks they're nuts. That's the way it is, alright? If you're down here in the understanding of pickup, don't try and reach your mentality up there. You're not going to get there. don't try and say, oh, he's wrong, and judge him. You have no. What I'm saying is, you've got no right to judge if your understanding is not there, because you don't know where the experience is coming from. Again, the more you talk about rape, please stop talking about rape, women, media. Stop saying rape, because all people are going to hear is, they're not going to hear don't rape, they're going to hear rape. So stop promoting it. And the media always wants a target. So unfortunately, Julien was the target. Again, Julien does good work. RSD, they put out a lot of good stuff. They've got a lot of good, respectable coaches. They teach, what they teach is a lot more than just pick up if you watch their stuff. So I'll give them all a thumbs up. They're good. But yeah, feminists are just, I feel sorry for most guys, because feminists are completely ruining guys' lives these days. They I think they're some of the most evil people in the world. They're completely nuts. There's a difference between respecting a woman and saying, and there's a difference between wanting equality and being a psycho, you know. I mean, these chicks want to start, yeah, you want equality, yet you want to start a war. Yeah, cool. Think about this. I mean, I don't even, I'm going to go into it, okay? Because there's no such even thing as equality. There's no, feminists fought for nothing. What feminists fought for back in the day, their grandchildren and children and whoever, those women want a man these days. They want a strong man. They don't want a little bitch. There's no such thing as feminism, because there is no women's rights, and the only reason you're given women's rights is not because people, the people in the high places gave you that right, that care about you. No, they gave you that for a couple of different reasons. Number one, so you can leave the house and go off to work, so they can break, because what do they want to do? Break up the family union, which they've done successfully, get kids into the system quicker at an early age. So what do we have now? First we had school, then we had kinder, now we've got fucking preschool. The kid's fucking 3 years old, he doesn't know where his fucking dick is. They're trying to teach him ABC. Are you kidding me? So you strip away the mum, she never sees the kid, he's in the system. Family unit's broken. And not only that, now they're like, oh, beautiful. Not only does the woman vote, but we can tax more for our pockets. So the rich are just getting richer. And you think you've got equality. And you're sitting here fighting with the little guys when they've got nothing to do with it. So that's something for you to think about. Listen, as a man, you got to be. I'm reading this because I've wrote so much. I want you to get word by word in case you misunderstand something I'm saying. It goes in the media. You got to be tough as a man and stand firm. And you don't want. You got to do what you got to do as a man. And don't let women turn you into a wuss. Stand your ground firm. You're a lion, so you need to be that for the woman. You need to be strong for her. She wants a strong man. She doesn't want to date a wuss. She's attracted to you for those survival skills that we're teaching you. Pick up. Yes, we teach those skills, not you. I mean, come on, women love tough men. Have you seen any drug dealer has always got a woman by him? Any criminal? It's funny. Feminists, seriously. There's so many poor guys, and they're struggling for a date. They're like, oh, they're really genuine guys. They want to treat a woman well, with respect, and be like, and really cherish her, whatever they do. I don't know. Want to treat her right. Go on a date, and they struggle. Yet there's this guy in the prison cell, and he's got a woman flying from overseas to come see him. He's in prison and he's got a girlfriend. They like bad boys. It's just the way it is, man. They look at, I don't know, so any type of criminal, any if you got a motorbike, something that's like portrays the bad boy, they like that. They like that toughness. Yeah, they like the old school guy. And any woman that tells you she's not attracted to a guy with power is either bullshitting you or she's a lesbian.
Just why I've got an ad for Pepsi. Pepsi. There's an ad for Pepsi. I do it for our sponsors. Sponsor of STOLOS. Pepsi, okay. Be unhealthy.
So yeah, a woman wants a man who's strong, and it's your job as a man to take the lead and be dominant. It doesn't mean be dominant by acting like an obnoxious dickhead. I mean, if that's your style and that's your personality, whatever, I don't know. But taking the lead means taking the lead in even the smallest of things. Taking decisions. So it's your job. And not just with women, with anyone here, you need to be unapologetic in life. You need to do what's right for you, do what you want. Just be unapologetic. Don't sit there just don't be stuck doing something that you don't want to do. Break free of the mold. Do what you want to do, basically. And see, persistence. There's the three things to be successful, right? The 3 P's. Passion, persistence, and practice. Or passion, persistence, practice, passion, practice, persistence, whatever you want to call it. Biosiniki?
No, Kinesa.
Ah, beautiful. So, passion, practice, persistence. Those are the 3 keys. Now, when I say persistent, see, there's a fine line between persistent. There's a difference between being persistent and being needy. Once you cross that line, you're needy. But persistence is good, so be persistent. Women don't want someone who gives up. No, I went to my first lesson of tennis and I couldn't hit the ball over the net, so I gave up. I started playing a musical instrument. It didn't work after a month, I gave it up. People don't want someone that gives up. They want someone who is going to stick out at it and is strong and is going to make it work. It's like, and get good. And a chick doesn't care if you're a professional at what you do or not. As long as you make an effort, as long as she sees, boom, she went for it. People are happy if you make an effort. That's with anything you do. Again, if you're shit at something, if you went to the effort, people appreciate that. So at least I went to the effort. So yeah, you also, I'm writing a book about this, but anyways, you have to, you got to be able to read the signs, read what a woman's really saying to you. Sometimes a woman won't say something, but she's trying to tell you something, so you need to read it. And when I say, yeah, being persistent and, you got to be persistent, but read the signs properly, know when, what means what. And yes, feminists, you're a fucking joke. I'm attacking all of you. Have you ever heard of something called sexual tension? I'm pretty sure you got no clue about it or anything about physical escalation. Or any social cues for that matter at all. Because you're seeming like you're socially programmed. You're socially programmed robots to me. And what feminists don't understand and the media doesn't understand is you need that, sometimes you need an awkward moment, you need that sexual tension. You need that to attract a woman. I mean, sexual tension is very, very useful. And you need it, yeah, obviously, to build big attraction. So, question, what happened to all the real men? The gentlemen? Listen, let's get one thing straight here. I don't get off on hitting women with their clothes on. And I particularly don't enjoy violence. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But when it comes to being a dominant man, I will always be men will always be physically stronger than women. So that must be subcommunicated. It's part of nature. That's just the way attraction works. Yes, you might have the odd exception, but for the majority of this case, this is the case. So what do I mean by dominance here? Okay. Well, there are many different forms, but you can see them in movies, and so yeah, you can. There's in movies, and you understand what I mean, because I believe that you can mix being classy and suave, and with other qualities, while you're also being dominant. So think about dominant male figures in movies, okay? So some examples: Marlon Brando. Do you remember the old movies? Have you ever seen that old movie? Dude, guys used to slap women. Anyway, let's not get into that. So we got Marlon Brando, Elvis, Sinatra, Dean Martin, Tony Soprano. So watch the old movies. Watch and compare them to all these new romantic comedies that they make, where the guy's a total wuss. Compare them. Ridiculous. From Sex and the City, what's his name? Big. Another class act. And, you know, guys, again, do watch programs like that. You should watch Sex and the City. Because you understand how women think, man. Jesus. From the new films, I rate Ryan Gosling. I don't know what the movie's called, but that's one of them. That's a good one. Obviously, Charlie Sheen. Any one of his movies. Anyone. 2.5 Men. Anything like that. I mean, that's a pick-up education in its own. The guy from Californication. He's good. And so if you watch movies and clips like that, you understand what I mean about real dominance without being violent against women, obviously. So I mean, this is just too long, so I gotta read it out. Just think about where your ancestral blood descends, and remember how tough they were. And we are the evolution of that. It's pathetic. We're so weak compared to them. My blood descends from Sparta. Now, if you've ever seen the movie 300, you'll know what I mean. Yes, that was back then, but I think men need to recapture a bit of that ancestral blood, that spirit, to help them in the journey that they're going through. Why, you ask? Because that is the winning mentality. We were not meant to be slaves, some sort of programmed sheep. We were meant to be free, after all. What are most wars fought over? Women or freedom, right? Why are men in prison and in mental institutes or rehab? Because of women. Men with men usually get along pretty well. They won't have much to fight about. Women, on the other hand, well, more for you to think about. Well, anyway, again, going back about women's rights and how the big guys have distracted you, and you can't even see the big picture. So So what do I teach? I teach men to lead attractive lifestyles, and for me, most importantly, it's to give them options, to give them choice, to make them go for what they want, to not aim. You should have more from life. I want something more, so that's why I expect my students to want something more of life, not just to settle, not just to say, oh yeah, she's okay. You should be proud of your girlfriend. Go for it, you know. So I teach men to have choice so that they don't end up in those default relationships. So that was that. Getting my message across to you, and take it in, absorb it, keep picking up. Julien, keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah!
He's done.
Ridiculous. What feminists are trying to do is they're trying to make the guy act like Cinderella and the woman to be Popeye. Women, I've said it how many times, you are a woman, not a male. You do not have a dick. You cannot act like Popeye. Don't try and be Popeye. And do not try and take men's balls away from them. Don't try and do it. They have a clear role, let them do it. You know, I mean, this talk about equality, come on, it's ridiculous. You girls do not follow through. It is rubbish. It's complete crap. Okay? When was the last time a woman opened the door for you? Done the act of chivalry? When was the last time, when was the last time a woman did something like that for you? No, but she expects the guy to do it because, why? We're men. Is that right? Do women fight on the front line? Just think about it. There you go. Okay? So, I mean, think about it, women, for a second. Just really think about it. I know tons of women that are, yeah, pro girl, you go girl, girlfriend, all that stuff, fucking, they're full on for women's rights, and good luck to them, that's fantastic. But listen, don't go out and say that, and come to me and say, oh, this guy here, that guy, he's a pig, I really hate him, he treats women like shit, blah blah blah. And then 3 weeks later sleep with him. Because that's what they do. They criticize people like that and then they go and sleep with them. So that's something to think about. Okay, that's where it's at. So think about the message that you are portraying to men. Think about how you're trying to turn them into pussies. You want them to have all these different emotions, and you want them to think and act a certain way. You want them to be soft and tough at the same time. You want them to be basically a lesbian. So that's on the table. When was the last time a woman opened the door for you? Did a chivalrous act? If you're equal rights, open my fucking door. Open my car door. Open my house door. When was the last time she let you walk past? She gave up her seat on the bus or something like that. Do women fight on the front line in a war? No. There's your answer. So don't give me this equality bullshit. Okay. Once you go fight on the front line, then come talk to me, okay? Don't try and get guys to act feminine, okay? There's a difference between respecting someone, treating someone well, seducing someone, and there's a difference between acting like a pussy, acting feminine. We're not women, we're never going to be women, okay? All these things women describe and they say, you love women, you must be a lesbian. You want all these things in a guy. He's a male. He's not a female. He's not a lesbian. all the details. So guys, if you are interested in changing your life, making your life better, being a real Popeye, and you actually want good things in your life, subscribe to my channel. Click downstairs and check out all my stuff. All the philosophies, everything you need to know about bringing beautiful women into your life. It's gonna happen because whatever you think of manifests. So keep thinking about sexy women. Yes, daydream of sexy women, they're gonna come to you. Trust me, it's gonna happen. Boom, over.